happy day, happy day, everyone. This is Erica Kessie, your Thrive Strategist, CEO of Your Goal Concierge. I'm a love force with mysterious wisdom, celebrating life, and I'm here with my wonderful, amazing, oh my goodness, my ride or die right now, Abby, my Chief Operating Officer, and has become very much a very good friend of mine. Abby, tell us about yourself.
Yes, happy day, everyone. So I am Abby. I am the owner of Queendom Empire. I offer virtual COO services and online business management, as well as outsourcing VAs to try to help you with your business run smoother and hopefully prevent what we're going to be talking about, what this show is all about, business owner burnout. So today we're going to talk about recognizing the signs because maybe some people recognize it as maybe they're burnt out or maybe they're going through imposter syndrome, which we'll talk about on Erica's events. Hope you join us over there too. So, Erica, do you think you recognize the signs of burnout? You think you can tell?
Um, I want to say this. I can tell in other people, but
Yes.
in myself, I cannot. And that's why you need people. You need people, especially people who take an
Hmm.
ownership of your well being with you, for them to be able to call it out. Because, I mean, last, was it last week? Last week, you called me out on it. And then I got confirmation because somebody else said it. And I was like, when you first said it to me, I was like, I rejected it because I was,
That's a common thing. And it's completely normal. That's what we do as humans.
yeah, I rejected it first, and then somebody else mentioned it when I missed an appointment, and I missed an appointment, and then I was telling the person, giving my apology and trying to get rescheduled. They were like, "Yeah, burnout is real," and I was like, "Okay." So this person see me, and other person see me. Okay, yeah. And being a person of integrity, of course, there is grace. You know, I don't flake on people. So, there's some flakes out here in these world, okay? But I'm not a flaker. So since I'm not, when I do have something like that happen, it is burnout. Um,
Right.
and there's a balance, well, not a balance. I don't like saying that. There's harmony that needs to be done between being everything for everybody, being Johnny on the spot, being the person that's always there, always responsive, and the person that's missing appointments. There is there's a harmony that needs to be established. So,
Hmm.
but Abby, this is your jam. Like this is your jam. So let me let it go back to you. Yes, do I know the signs? I know them other people, and I'm the kind of person where I really, I care for people. I watch people. I check for people. I say, hey, honey, you need to sit down. But it's so nice that I have people that do that for me.
Absolutely. And the thing with that, because I've been in the same place too, and even every now and again, I still have to. I'll point stuff out, in other people and try to help them and guide them and stuff like that. And at the same time, when I start noticing stuff in myself as well, because it's important to be self aware of what you have going on. So when you're, you know, checking for other people and trying to help other people, you got to make sure that you're checking yourself too. You got to be keeping yourself in check too. And yes, it does help to have people to double check, you know, and extra people to keep you on your toes because we're human, right? Um, so we try to be the people, especially as fractional COOs, we try to be the people that everybody can rely on and things like that. And it's great, because we do operate out of that integrity and things like that. However, we're human. We're human. We're very flawed human beings as well. And we go through the same type of burnout, and we're not immune to it, right? So let's talk about some of these. symptoms and things like that first, and how we can be maybe more self-aware and things like that. I have a few points. I know I only have time to maybe get through a couple, but
Yeah.
um,
Well, can
physical
we
and
just
emotional.
address really quick because we already got some. We have somebody here. Hello, channel makers. They
Hi.
said business owner burnout is so real. We see it all the time with the creators we work with. So tell us, channel makers, like when you say you see it, what are you seeing? And Abby's about to give like some signs, but what do you see? Like what are you seeing in these creators? And when you think about creators, oh my goodness, we use creation as a method to handle our trauma. So it's really it could be that you have to figure out what the harmony is in that. So tell us what do you see in these creators? And Abby, go for it. What are some signs?
Yeah, so for channel makers, yeah, please put in the chat because I'm eager to know. I mean, I don't have all of the answers, right? So there are sometimes some physical and emotional symptoms. Speaking for myself, I know I can get kind of reluctant to hear what people have to say, especially if they're trying to tell me, hey, listen, maybe you need to bring it back. Um, and I have a tendency to think that I know what I'm doing. And for the most
Honey, you speaking.
part,
Listen. I can't stand it. Oh my word. It has to be somebody who it's somebody who I believe they really know me and that they care about me for you to be able to say that to me. You can't
and you,
tell me to bring it back or slow down or calm down. Ooh, don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell
yeah.
me because do you know I'm a single mother? Do you know that? Like seriously? Really? Oh, girl, sorry. Go on, girl now.
No, but I mean, all of that is very true, right? Because I mean, we start to get touchy. And when I say touchy, it's
Mm.
reluctant to what people have to say and things like that, even though we think we know what we're doing. And for the most part, we do.
I mean, but look at
But
them. Let me stop.
but I mean, listen, I know you and I have talked about because I've one of the first things I confronted you with was not that it, and again, not that it was an issue, but I'm looking at my emails right when I wake up and I briefly scroll through my emails in the morning to see if there's anything I have to respond to right then. Um, I've seen emails 2:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. And I'm like, okay, hold on now, because see, I enjoy a good nap during the day. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy my uninterrupted sleep at night as well, because we need it. Our bodies need that, and so when we don't get enough rest, that comes out in our
Ooh.
emotions and our and the way we respond to people, and then it starts to affect how we handle our business, right? And so then all of that comes into our reputation, because our reputation is important. It's supposed to speak for itself. So what does channel maker say? A lot of times it manifests as feelings of depression and lack of interest in what they were originally passionate about. Yes, yes,
Ooh.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Because I mean, that's happened with me too.
Oh yes.
I mean, we're real close with one another, so there's been times where we have just been talking and stuff, because outside of business, we still have a life outside of our business, right?
Okay.
And so that's where it's important to put up our boundaries, which we've had discussions on before as well. you know and when we don't do that, and we don't properly take care of ourselves, and we're not checking for ourselves, and we allow the depression, like channel makers is bringing up, that's a great one. When we allow that to come in, it does bring a lack of interest in what we were once originally passionate about. Do you know there are some things, and I'll name one. I am very big on music. I love music.
Girl.
I like singing. I don't sing for people, and at the same time, I don't think I sound bad, but I just don't sing for people. And I love playing the piano. When I was little, that was one of the things that I was able to take and actually follow through. And my music teacher literally taught me everything she knew. And I always said music was the one thing that I will never try to make a business out of. I will never do to get paid, because I don't want to lose that interest. I don't want to lose that passion that I have for music, because it has helped me get through a lot, you know? And it's been very near and dear to me. So, you know, having a passion for other people and wanting to help other people and things like that, that's just I really used to help people just because, and I would not get paid for it, wouldn't ask anything, for it, none of that. And I didn't mind, because I enjoy serving others. I enjoy helping others and stuff. But going back to the physical and emotional symptoms, that's where, boundaries are so important. So important. Because when things start to affect your physical and then it goes into your mental, it starts to it starts to negatively impact your decision making, and therefore negatively impacting your productivity. So therefore it really negatively impacts your livelihood. Yep, not getting enough rest, yeah. All of that. I mean, it is so important.
All right, channel makers. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
thank
much
you.
for coming by here. We really appreciate you coming and speaking up and chatting with us. And we see another person that's here. Hello there. Welcome to Business Owner Burnout. Happy that you're here. We're talking about the signs of burnout. Abby Williams is addressing that. Channel makers acknowledged a lack of interest that people have. We appreciate you bringing that up. Channel makers, thank you for being here. Please check us out and keep coming back. We'll be here every Wednesday at 11 o'clock until 11:30. Just sharing bits about business owner burnout. So let your friends know, have them come on by, and let's share this and start this community for us to just have normalize this experience and for us to kind of check each other. Thank you so much for being here. And Abby, go ahead.
Yeah, no, actually, my time is about to be coming to a close because we have to jump on to yours. So I hope everybody, comes over there and, checks out what you have to discuss. But yeah, I do want to say this real quick. If you guys have points that you want to hear about, that you want, some guidance on and stuff like that about, business owner burnout and, what we could do, because next week we're going to go over the causes of business owner burnout, like what actually causes us to get to this place, right? Because at the end of the day, we want to try to avoid it. We want to be proactive and try to make sure we don't get to business owner burnout. And sometimes it's inevitable that we're going to burn out sometimes. Like I said at the beginning of this conversation, we are human. Um, we get tired too. Okay, we get tired too, and so showing grace to one another and including ourselves, that is very important. So next week we're going to talk about what actually causes it, and um, we're gonna go from there. I have a whole list of stuff that I can actually talk about on, because I've been
Oh,
trying to pay
I
attention.
think that I want to say I know you want to talk about you want to move on, but I think that it's important for us to kind of sit here. A lot of times we be moving, and we just kind of talked about that. It take people 5 to 12 times to get it. So I think we need to just sit in the signs for a minute. Going back to what I said, I I know the signs in other people, but I can't see it in myself. I feel like it's
Uh,
important for us to be stay cognizant of our
so
own signs.
so I want to know what the signs you see in other people are, that well, let's just start there. What are the signs you see in other people?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Being focusing in on other people without focusing in on themselves. Like they cannot tell me what they like what they want, what they want to do. They are very cognizant or very adamant about helping, and they don't know how to partner. They don't know how to sit down, and when I say sat down, I mean do nothing and be. They don't know how to. They are missing appointments. Like that's something that I had happen to me, but more than that, they are running. Always got to be somewhere doing something. Um,
Hold on, let me stop you before we get too far ahead because I want to touch on this point that you just said, and I know,
mhm.
like I said, I know that our
Go
time is
on now.
limited, but
Go touch on it.
you said people don't know how to just be.
Come on.
People don't know how to just sit down and stuff like that. I want you to elaborate on that, if you will, please, because that right there is so important. And you're right, people don't know how to just be. Why do you think that is?
Oh, our society tells us we gotta do something. We have to do something. There's always something to do. It's always something to accomplish. We have a life that says that we have to be accomplishing something. When we've already done enough. We've done enough by just waking up and breathing.
Hmm.
We, we've done enough. If we just take inventory of what we've already accomplished, like sometimes I just take a moment and I just write down all the things I've done in the day. And I'm talking
Hmm.
about I put on my shoes, I drank my tea, I I put on my clothes, I I ate my breakfast, I exercised, I meditated. But when you think about this list, it's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot. It's a lot that you're doing.
Hmm.
And even in the being, it's a lot that you're doing. You can't like there's no such thing as not doing. But if we spend a lot of time focusing on doing, we're overdoing.
Hmm.
Because even if you just sat still for a moment, what are you doing? You're doing something. You're thinking, you're moving, your cells
No,
are
no.
moving.
What about when you just sit and you meditate, right? You don't move, but you are doing something.
But you're
Even when you're
doing something.
laying down, even when you're laying down at night, right? And
You're
a lot
doing
of
something.
people have,
Your body's
right.
recuperating. Yes. Your
Well,
body
not
is
only that, let's
rejuvenated.
let's let's go to these thoughts. Let's go
Come
to
on,
how our
folks.
brain works, right? Let's
That
let's
and
let's go to
listen,
how
and them thoughts
sometimes,
make you tired, real tired.
yes.
That's what that's what's wrong with a lot of us. Real tired. We tired.
Yes, because we can't slow our minds down enough to actually give
Come
our
on.
minds that the rest that it
Come
needs.
on.
That's why we are so restless. Because we're thinking about all the things we got to do the next day or all the things we didn't accomplish that day instead of being thankful for all the things we did accomplish.
Yes. You are saying it. That's exactly what it is. Slowing things down. And you know what? I have to say that I'm preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to myself. Like
Me too.
that's another reason what makes us so qualified to come and talk to y'all about this. We understand having things in order and structured and getting things done. We understand that. We are about that. But also being is to get something done. Being just taking a moment and just daydreaming.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's something huge that you could do. And there's this quote that I have on my refrigerator now. It's called everything for my thriving will come to me.
Yep.
Everything for my thriving will come to me. So why am
Yep.
I striving?
When you need to just be thriving. Just be. There's that phrase again. Just be.
Be, be.
I,
That's
I
so
mean that.
profound. People don't even recognize just how profound that is. I don't even like to put the just in front of it because the just minimizes the being to me. I feel like that minimizes the being
How,
simply.
how so would you say?
Because when you say just, like being is so, it's like simple. It is not.
It's
It's
not.
not.
Right.
It's not simple. Not when you're conditioned to always be doing something. I used to say
Yeah.
this to my clients. I would say, for the next week, I want you to be, to do, to find ways to be and not do. Just be intentional about not doing and simply
Hmm.
be. And it is
Yeah.
hard. It is hard, and I know how hard it is because I work on that. I had to I have to put it in my life. I have to schedule it.
Hmm.
I take my naps. I do my meditation in the morning. I have to schedule it. I actually do. I'm a positive intelligence coach, and a part of that is mental fitness, and that's what mental fitness is. Period. It is just taking a break, 2 minutes, and just stopping to be. That's simply what it is. That's what mental fitness is. Just, but injected into your life throughout the day instead of in, instead of like, people go on vacations and come back and be tired from the vacation because you don't went out and did so much.
Yep. Yeah. And I can promise, even if you just take a few minutes, whatever time that looks like to you. We can't, I mean, you can start with 2 minutes, we can advise a time, but the time that you need really. So I promise you, all of that stuff that you're worried about not getting done is going to be there. It'll be right there, right
it,
as
you
soon
know
as you
what?
come back.
You know what? And you know what I find? I'll just tell you something that I find when I do decide to be, like Abby said to me, Erica. Basically, she said, she said, I'm a, and I was looking at her like, I thought I was the only one be like, I'm a. She said, I'm gonna need for you. I'm gonna need. And I said, what? Because I'm always be I'm people. Anyway. She said, I'm gonna need for you to get you some rest, okay? I'm gonna need for you to go to bed at 10 o'clock and stay in the bed and sleep, and don't wake up until 6 o'clock. And
Yeah.
when I did, I mean, I heard her. I listened, and I did it. And something that I was pursuing, going back to that quote of everything for my thriving will show up for me. I was pursuing something, um, creating a mentorship program, and somebody just came to me and said, "Here you go. You can do this mentorship program, and you will be supported in doing so, and you will be paid to do so instead of you having to build anything. It just shows up for you." And
Yeah.
so I know that that has been a regular circumstance for me when I do just step back, wait a minute, look around, not rushing to get somewhere because you can't see the vision if you're rushing to get somewhere. You got to sit and just take a moment and look around, to look off in the horizon where you're going, and
Yep.
and then things just fall for you, fall in place, and it's beautiful. And that's the way it's supposed to be easy. Our lives are supposed to be easy.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
And we will not have burnout if we would give ourselves this. Like, it's a gift. Give yourself the gift of being
Yeah.
as much as you can,
Absolutely.
and watch how it will radically change your life. Like, I used to be like, how dare you tell me to slow down, or how dare you tell me to not do? You don't know me. I used to do that, and because I didn't know any other way. And then when decided I decided, okay, actually, this is not for the imposter syndrome. Hello, Jim. Hello, Jill. Hello, Jill. Hello, hello. You are. we're gonna change in just a moment. We're gonna change over so that we go over to the event called the event. We're gonna move over to that event, Jill. But I thank you for being here. Because we're gonna move over to how imposter syndrome causes burnout, combat and thrive. Uh, let's close this one out, okay? We're gonna close it out. So Abby was here, Jill, and she's talking to us about business owner burnout. So Abby, why don't you shut us down, close out our time together, let them know about how we're gonna be back next week, and and just whatever you want to say to close out our time together.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for being here again. I really hope that you put your thoughts and your comments in the comment section, because we will definitely go over them and read them and touch on them, because this is a big thing. So we will be here Wednesdays at 11 from 11 to 11:30, and look forward to seeing you next week. And if you want, come join us for how we're going to talk about imposter syndrome at Erica's event. Thanks, everybody.
All right, bye.
Bye.